What's up, guys? Welcome to BoomBust Live Interactive here. We are answering your questions about trades or about waiver wire pickups, which I guess is already passed. Questions on your lineups for this coming week. We are having some technical difficulties on Kyle's end. His internet company is working on some issues, apparently, which is great timing. We love that. So, anyways, he might be a little in and out there. But
it actually happened right as the intro video ended. I was just frozen on the last screen. I'm like, perfect.
Yeah, bad luck. It's going to be how the night goes, unfortunately. But we'll make it work, man. I'm not worried about it. This is a chill, laid back show. That's the point of it. So if you have some technical difficulties, then we should be good to go. Your video keeps freezing on my end, but I can hear you right now. So we'll see if that works or not. I don't know. We'll see.
It's not. It's already frozen twice just since I spoke last.
No, I was saying I can hear you. So at least that works. I could hear you that whole time you were frozen. So
hopefully it'll stay that way at least.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the pretty face here anyways, right? So it's more important that they see me.
Yes, it is.
And not that I'm the pretty face, maybe just the prettier face. I don't know. Definitely still not a pretty face.
I'm just really disappointed they didn't get it all fixed today. And so it's going to be an interesting night for sure. Probably a little annoying for you.
We'll figure it out. Oh, look at this. I got WFT Punk up in here and Cowboys Nation. What's up, fellas? Thanks for joining us in here. We are live over on YouTube. Looks like we got a couple viewers over there as well. So anyways, let's have a fun time and just talk about some football. We've had some people send in some questions, some lineup questions. I think I might even got a trade question and stuff in here. So we'll address all those and just kind of go from there. See if anyone throws any more at us, and we'll be good. In case you missed it, Kyle is having technical difficulties with his internet. So yay. Okay. So
you might be able to hear me when it freezes, but I lose your audio when.
Oh, we lost him completely. Awesome. So yeah, his internet is in and out right now. I guess his internet company is working on it. They sent out an alert. So that's fun. You might get a lot of me, and I apologize for that because no one likes to have a lot of me. That's for sure. So anyways, we got a question come in. There's Kyle again. No worries, dude. We'll figure it out. So we'll just roll with the punches here. Can you hear me okay? Nah, you can't hear me. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to be annoying.
I don't know if this is going to work, man. It needs more juice than it's available to give right now, apparently.
Yeah, that's annoying. Do you have up like multiple screens or anything, or is this it? Wow. Okay. So, yeah, Kyle, I would suggest if your phone has hotspot, I would switch to that and just go off that Wi-Fi. Just an idea throw out there.
It's not going to be high quality, but I'll give it a shot.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to continue on here for our viewers here, and you figure that out, and we'll call it good. Okay. So, I had a trade question come in, and it's, should I trade DJ Moore and Fournette for Saquon Barkley? I don't know if that is I don't know the rest of the roster, so that's kind of hard. I don't know if it's dynasty. I don't know if it's redraft. That's literally all that came in. I think if you're hurting at wide receiver or at running back, I think that could be good. It depends on what that's going to do to your wide receiving core. I mean, Fournette is still pretty worthless. I'm not valuing Fournette at all. So that's pretty much DJ Moore for Saquon Barkley. I think it depends on what your wide receiver and running back situation looks like. I mean, if that's going to hurt you, make you thin at wide receiver, then no. And I think if hey, there we go. That might work. That was a weird little thing.
We're going to give this a shot on on the mobile hotspot and see.
Yeah, I don't know if it's.
I'm not sure it'll be able to give me enough juice either for streaming.
Maybe not for video, but for audio, that would be fine.
Nope, it's not working very well.
Cool. Well, I'm also getting.
Yeah, except it's messing I can't understand you at all.
Cool. Well, I'm also having difficulty because my Instagram updated and it is also screwed up. That app live is also screwed up. But this has been not an entertaining episode so far. So, anyways, I'm going to continue on. Should I trade DJ Moore and Fournette for Saquon Barkley? I'm just going to continue there. I don't know what the running back or wide receiver question or looks like, your situation on that. And they asked this earlier, and I have no other information on that. What do you think, Kyle? DJ Moore and Fournette for Saquon Barkley.
If you need running back help and you're deep at receiver,
that's what I said.
That's definitely a trade. That's definitely a trade I would do. Yes.
But if you're setting fine at running back and if you need wide receivers, then don't make the trade. I don't know. Right now, DJ
Moore is one of your top 2 receivers, and you are fine at running back, then I wouldn't probably worry about it. But
if you can get a wide receiver,
it's a fair trade.
And try to get a wide receiver back that looks like they're kind of worthless. Get a Brandon Ayuk or maybe a Chenault, kind of one of these that are slumping and that you can sit on your bench. Get a 2 for 2 there. Callaway is a good one. If you can get something like that back, then heck yeah. I mean, you might get some hidden value there instead of them just dropping them or something. So, I mean, worth a shot. Okay. Next one I got is, should I start Sterling Shepard against the Falcons or Mike Evans against the Rams? What do you think, Kyle? Oh, he can't hear me. Okay,
Mike
cool.
Evans. I'm going to go with Sterling Shepard.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You just sat there for a sec. I didn't realize you were thinking. I just didn't know if you could hear me.
Yeah, no, I was thinking it out because I was like, Mike Evans against the Rams or Sterling Shepard against the Falcons. I love that matchup for Sterling Shepard. And so far, he's been Daniel Jones' top guy, so I'm going to keep rolling with that.
Okay. I was leaning Sterling Shepard when I got this question, and then it probably wasn't an hour later, I got a message that Antonio Brown is being put on this COVID list. He tested positive for COVID, and it's going to be out, right? So if Antonio Brown...
I didn't see that.
So if Antonio Brown is out,
with bad internet,
Mike I'm Evans. Yeah. I'm actually leaning Mike Evans in this one with the Rams. That could be a shootout, just kind of like that Cowboys game. And I can see that going his way.
You're
Mike
right.
Evans could get some.
If Antonio
work. Apologies for Kyle's internet. Sorry. What'd you say? If Antonio Brown what? You can't hear me.
I was out. Yeah, roll with Evans.
Yeah.
My internet being bad, I'm not up to date on everything. So
yeah.
In fact, I may just leave and let you fly solo because this is more annoying than helpful. I was going to say,
this is going to be really annoying for people.
So you might get a solo BoomBust tonight.
That's fine. I'll go solo BoomBust.
It's annoying for me because I can't hear anything you say. Every time I waiver out, I lose your audio. So I'm just going to take off, guys. I apologize.
Or just that link I sent you to this, just join straight from your phone.
I'll try to get on.
Can you join straight from your phone?
Can you do that?
Yeah. Try it. Go try to log in. Anyways, get off of here and go try to do that. If you show up, you show up. If you don't, you don't.
All right. I'll try that.
All right. See you. Sorry, guys. Yeah, that's kind of annoying, huh? It's annoying for us too. Anyways, so we'll just keep flying solo here. Yeah, I'm leaning Mike Evans on that one against the Rams. I think that could be a shootout. I mean, the Rams are not the Rams of the past. They're throwing the ball around with Matt Stafford. So I could see that being a little bit of a shootout, kind of like that Dallas game. And with Antonio Brown out, I'm rolling Mike Evans. But if you have Sterling Shepard against the Falcons on your team, that's fantastic too. So don't worry about that. That's true. Daniel Derryberry is in here. He said AB could still play if he gets 2 negative tests by Sunday. That's also true. I think he's been vaccinated. So this could be a false positive, which is true. So if Antonio Brown is out, though, roll Mike Evans. I think if Antonio Brown plays, run Sterling Shepard. I think it all rests on Antonio Brown's status on that. Okay, looks like we got Kyle maybe. There we go. Woo, get that fixed, bro. There you go. Yeah. Can you turn it? Can you turn yourself horizontal, your phone?
Yeah, I can do that.
There we go. That'll make it a little bit more normal.
Yeah, well, there's not a good place to put this, I guess.
Oh, I'm
Not
gonna
really
get
set up
sick
for.
with all that movement. Woo, boy. Well, we'll see if he stays on there. Make sure he's not connected. That's bad. I'll let him get situated there. Cool. So, I agree with Derry Berry on that one. Okay, so let's go to the next one that I got, and that is Debo the truth? I mean, I think Debo is what they have. Is Debo the truth? Debo is really good. It's can he stay healthy is more of the question. Right now, I think he is kind of the man right there. So let's see if Kyle can get on here. Let's see. Boy, you having some issues, man. Nothing. Is your volume turned up?
Dude, this thing is not working.
My goodness, this is a horrible stream. So sorry, guys. Nothing. I'm hiding him on screen. Wow, that is really annoying. Anyways, so is Debo the truth? I don't know. I don't know that I trust him completely. I don't know that I trust that offense completely. They just seem kind of stale right now. A lot of that maybe because their running back situations weird. I don't know. It just seems really like a stagnant offense. Uh, I don't know, but I think if you have Debo, I think you trust him to produce for you. But is he the truth? That's a tough question to answer. I think he's going to produce for you, but I still wouldn't put him in like a top tier wide receiver. But I think if you've got him, you're playing him, uh, unless there's just an absolute no go matchup. But I'm playing Debo if I've got him for sure. So let's see. The next one I got is OBJ value with Landry out. So Odell Beckham Jr. with Landry out. If Odell Beckham plays, and it seemed, I think I saw today where he was a full go. He was a full go at practice with Landry being out. I mean, obviously he's the number one, right? So um, I like that. I mean, who else is he throwing to? I mean, Donovan Peoples Jones. I mean, who fumbled last week. I mean, I'm going Odell Beckham on that one. I think his value is up if you've got him in the right matchup again. Who does he play this week? Boy, you would think I would know that. Sorry guys, but let's go ahead and walk through this. That's kind of what we do on here. Let's walk through some reasoning. Because I have Odell Beckham in a few leagues. Honestly, we picked him up because you could get him for next to nothing in your draft. Because everyone was scared of it. And so picked him up in quite a few leagues because Odell Beckham is still Odell Beckham. Honestly, what is this? The Instagram updated and now it's asking me constantly, do you trust this app? Cool. So that's really cool. Instagram apparently not a trustworthy app anymore on my phone and it keeps interrupting that stream. Okay. So I'm looking here for Odell Beckham in the rankings. Jeez, OP. They may not have him. They may not even have him listed if they're not thinking that he's going to play. Honestly, they may just not have him listed in here. Oh no, they have him listed at number 78, but they have him not playing. I think is how that's going. But it's against Chicago. I mean, I feel okay about that. I think I'm rolling OBJ. I think I'm fine with that. He's their number one wide receiver. I mean, Jarvis Landry was producing when he was the number one wide receiver. They're throwing the ball. I mean, he's what they have. So, yeah, I think Odell Beckham is his stock goes up with Landry out. Absolutely. I think that was the question anyways. So, yeah, OBG value with Landry out, obviously values up. I mean, whether you play him or not depends on who you've got at wide receiver. So, So Albert asked over here, I like this. Would you trade Lockett for Ridley? I would. I don't trust Lockett. No way he produces the way he's producing now. No way he keeps that up. There's no way that DK Metcalf takes a back seat all season or for much longer at all. If more than the 2 games he already has, I don't see that continuing. Personally. And so, geez, Instagram, so bad, Instagram. What a piece of trash. Cool. I may cut that off here in a minute because that's bad. Yeah, I don't see Lockett to be producing like that, and I don't see Ridley not improving. I think that'll get better even. He's already doing decent, but I think he'll also improve. So I think that's a trade high on Lockett, buy low on Ridley, and that's something I'm doing. I'm super high on Ridley. I've got him in multiple leagues. I have 0 stock in Lockett, and I'm still not attempting to buy him. I'm not after him anywhere. I don't trust him. He's too hot and cold, boom bust. And I don't like players that are that boom bust. I know that's the name of our freaking show, like Boom Bust Fantasy Football. I just don't like those kind of players because I like consistency. I want to score points every week, and someone like Lockett could win you a game every week, but he can also lose it for you if he puts up a big 0 or something, or just low numbers, and you're expecting him to be maybe your wide receiver 1 or something. I think Ridley is going to be more consistent, and I think he has more value because I also think most people value Ridley over Lockett, like in a trade or something. I think Ridley carries more trade value there, and he ranks higher. Like I use Fancy Pros for any rankings I'm kind of looking at, and Ridley's going to come above Lockett. Granted, this week they have Calvin Ridley at 6 and Tyler Lockett at 7. But I'm sorry, Tyler Lockett should not be ranked 7. To me, that's absolutely ridiculous because when he's hitting good numbers like he has the last 2 weeks, to me, that's an abnormality. He's not better than Keenan Allen or Justin Jefferson or CeeDee Lamb, AJ Brown, Allen Robinson, DJ Moore, Terry McLaurin. He is not a better wide receiver than these guys. I'm sorry. He's just not. He's got a decent matchup, but again, they're going to get DK Metcalf going at some point. Where do they have Metcalf on this? Oh, they have him at 5. So I don't see those wide receivers at 5 and 7. They have Calvin Ridley at 6. I'm sorry. I just don't see that, but I guess what do I know? But yeah, I would make that trade. That's just me though. Let's see. What do you think about stashing Rashad Bateman on the IR spot? I mean, if you have an IR spot and you don't want anyone else there, then take your IR spot with him. There might be better IRs, I guess. I mean, I'm not high on Rashad Bateman. Sorry, talented, wasted talent in that offense. Hollywood Brown looks to be getting that going now. They've got Hollywood and man, I need to sleep. I'm trying to think of I can't be this. Mark Andrews. So they have Mark Andrews and Hollywood Brown, both Sooners, Boomer Sooner. And those are his go-to receivers, honestly. And I think it's just going to stay that way. Right now, it's Hollywood Brown, just seems to be his go-to. I don't see Bateman coming in and making much of an impact there. So as a stash, I mean, if that's a redraft league, I'm not holding him in my IR, honestly. I think that's a waste. I think they're better probably IR players to hold in your IR spot. Yeah, I don't see why you would do that, I guess, honestly. But if you have no one else you want to hold in your IR spot, it's not taking up a roster spot, so it doesn't really matter. So, let's see. Who's the one fantasy player that will boom this year that has been a bust so far? Ooh, someone that's busted so far, but will be a boom this week. That's easy. It's AJ Brown. AJ Brown will boom this week, but has been a bust so far. And I say a bust. I mean, he's a bust for AJ Brown. From where he was drafted at, what people expected. Let's see. They have AJ Brown at number 13 rank, but he's playing against Indianapolis at home. I like it. Honestly, I think he's been a bust so far, but he's going to do good. And I'll double up here. I'll actually say DK Metcalf. I think again he's been a little bit of a bust this year, and I think they're going to get him going this week too. So he's playing at Minnesota, which is it's a pretty decent matchup passing wise there. So I'm saying AJ Brown and DK Metcalf are both going to be booms this week that have been busts so far. Yep, that's what I'm going with. Okay, cool. I actually think that's all the questions I've had come in anymore. What's up, Fantasy Football Experts? How's it going? Welcome over there on IG. If I can keep that going there. Cool. Does anyone else have any other questions? It's weird going solo tonight. Kyle having those technical difficulties has really screwed some things up. So that is what it is. If anyone else has any more questions, I'm here for you, man. I'm willing to hang out. I'm going to if not, I'm going to pull up my teams and I'm going to go through them and just make sure I've got my lineup set up here. Because I don't know if I do or not. I think I do. But heck, that starts tomorrow night. So I might as well get these lineups set and see if I have any questions. I might be able to ask you guys some questions. That would be interesting. I'm sure I have some interesting lineup questions. I guarantee it. How could I not? Okay. Let me share my screen real quick. Oh my gosh. Learn your technology, Corey. Okay. Let's share that sleeper. All right, guys. Through my links. Let's see. I have a message here. What is that? Is that a... Oh. Sure. Accept. You want to talk trade? Ooh, I got a trade offer. And show me the money league. All right, let's go to my show me the money league. Let's see. I got a trade offer. I like trade offers. If they'll load. Really, Sleeper on the desktop is not great. Am I right? Like, does anyone like Sleeper on the desktop? I highly doubt that. Because it is not good. And apparently it doesn't load very well. But it's just not very user-friendly. But I do like the app. Okay, here we go. Show me the money league. Please tell me that there's a... Did he, like, take his trade offer back? Oh, no, what a tease. No trade offer? Oh, how sad is that? Guys, what a heartbreaker. I thought we were going to get to look at a trade together. That's sad. Okay, well, never mind. He must have taken that back. All right, let's go through some lineups here. Let's see. Hurts. Also, this starts at assistant. I don't listen to that. That's a cool tool from Fantasy Pros. I do like it, but I don't use it. Just because I go off of my gut. I don't use rankings either. I just don't look at rankings. Honestly, guys, I used to use rankings. Every week I would go through like Fantasy Pros, ESPN, whatever. I would kind of look at rankings and it would help me make my decision for lineups. I do absolutely everything by gut feeling now. And I've had a hard time in the past winning championships. I've been doing this for like 10 years and I have had little luck winning championships. And if I'm being honest, I lose to Kyle in most championship games. So I get there, but I lose to Kyle. It's so annoying. He's really lucky. What can I say? So I lose to Kyle, but this last year, I just completely stopped looking at rankings completely, and it just went off my gut. And I was 4 for 4 in leagues. Like I won all 4 of my leagues. I'm guessing it was COVID weird. There's no way I'm good enough to do that because I am not an expert by any means. But um, that was strange. But I felt good going in every week, just follow my gut. This year, I'm not having good luck. I'm saying like last year in the first, God, 7 weeks, like I think I had lost like 4 games total across all of my leagues. Last year was just incredible for me. Each one had a little bit different scoring, so I could cross play. Like in the playoffs, one game I had Aaron Jones and who else I have? I had Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams. I can't remember who my third one was. It was another Eckler. And then I was playing against them in one league and had them in another, but because one was PPR scoring and one was standard scoring, I won with them in PPR and I won against them in a standard because they got a lot of receptions, but not a lot of, they didn't score. So anyways, so scoring does matter in those. It was a weird thing. Anyways, let's go through my Roll Tide League. This is a Tim team, keeper PPR. Hurts, Eckler, Carson, Ridley, Brown. See, I love me some Ridley and I love me some Brown. Kelsey, sign me up. I have Elijah Mitchell in there right now against Green Bay Sunday night. I like Greg the Leg. Greg the Leg is good and overlooked on the kickers, which is weird. But let's see. I also have Tyson Williams down here against Detroit. And right now, I'm trying to decide between Williams and Mitchell in my flex. I have Carter on here. I think eventually he'll be the dude there. I had Tevin Coleman and dropped him for Osborne. Honestly, I don't need these wide receivers playing in there. I mean, I don't know. I tend to lean running back in my flex if I have a running back to put there. Now, I am going to go here. I don't know if you watched Snoozers and Losers at lunch today. We're playing that at lunch now. That'll be from at lunchtime on Wednesdays from here on out. We used to play it on Friday nights. It's now Wednesday lunchtime, noon Central Time, for a little lunch entertainment while you're at work, working, you know. And if you watch that, Tony chose Williams as his sleeper of the week, his snoozer of the week there. And he had great reasoning because I was like, well, I mean, they got Latavius Murray, but they play Detroit. And Detroit has been absolutely horrendous against the run. Elijah Mitchell week 1 and Aaron Jones week 2. And that should tell you everything you need to know about fantasy backs against Detroit. And right now, Williams is leading the way there. And so why would I not play Williams there? I think that's a great play. Mitchell, not bad. He's questionable. He's a little banged up too because something is in their water out there. Hopefully Williams isn't drinking any water there in Baltimore because something's going on there too. But I think I have to switch Williams in here because he plays against Detroit, and Detroit has been absolutely horrible against the run game. So, but if you look here, Mitchell is projected 14.14 points, and Williams is projected 11.7. So that'll play into their rankings and stuff too. Don't look at that. Look at this reasoning. I mean, to me, my gut tells me he's playing Detroit. He's going to do good. And Mitchell's a little banged up, but he's probably going to be the guy there this week too. I just trust Williams there more. So yeah, my projection is going to go down. Who cares? Projections really mean nothing. So you can ignore those. Just go by your gut. That's ultimately what fantasy football is probably about. I can't wait to have Jerry Jeudy back. That'll be a really nice wide receiver there. Cool. So I feel good about that lineup. Let's go down to my Dynasty Redux League. Let's see. Let's click over my team really quick. Oh, no, I don't have... Who do I got to get out of my... Oh, Stevenson's back. Okay. That's tough, guys. This is... who do I want to drop? This is a dynasty league. So dropping players becomes much more difficult. And it's IDP. So IDP and dynasty. Eek. I mean, Emmanuel Sanders probably, because I don't want to get rid of Stevenson because it's dynasty. Yeah. Okay. I think I have to do that. I think because do I have an empty bench spot? Holy cow. Well, never mind. Dodged a bullet. I have Madison. Nice. This is a pretty good little dynasty team. I feel really good about this. I believe I'm 0-2. Oh, now I'm over the roster limit. Okay, never mind. We didn't get away with that as much as I had hoped. Well, that's too bad. So I guess I'm going back to dropping. Who did I say I was dropping? Not Stevenson. Emmanuel Sanders. Sorry, buddy. Gotta drop him. Dang. What a heartbreaker. Okay. Well, we don't have these yellow bars up here anymore, so it's for the best. Peace, homie. Okay, I'm liking my lineup there, though. Rodgers, who was my second quarterback? I think in this one, Jalen Hurts against Dallas. Dang, that's a good matchup. But honestly, that San Francisco defense hasn't scared me, and Aaron Rodgers looked really good this last week. So I think I have to go with Aaron Rodgers. 24.77 projected, 24.93 projected with Hurts. I can't root for a Philly guy against Dallas that much. I have him in a couple leagues. I think I have to roll Aaron Rodgers there. It's hard to bench Aaron Rodgers, if I'm being honest. He screwed me week 1, but I don't see that happening very often at all. So Rodgers, Henry, Eckler, Allen Robinson, Calvin Ridley, Travis Kelce, Najee Harris. Guys, this team is sick. If I'm being honest, I love this. I think I'm 2-0 in here. And that's with some bad weeks. I mean, I've had bad week from Najee Harris, and Ridley hasn't really produced that great. Eckler's been okay. Derrick Henry, really, really bad that first week. Aaron Rodgers, really bad that first week. Am I 2-0 in here? Where am I supposed to see? This is what I'm saying. It's not good on here. This is not a good. Oh, I'm 1-1. Yeah, that's sad. Week 1 was rough, guys. Week 1, Rodgers and Henry. Gross. Najee Harris. Yeah, that was a bad lineup week 1, but that's fine. Okay, I think I'm feeling good about that. The only thing is my DBs against Chicago and against Baltimore. I think I like that Baltimore matchup there. My only other DB is... I saw him. Where is he at? Collins against Buffalo. Collins didn't do good week 1, but week 2 he got 13 points. Johnson was kind of the opposite way. And he's playing Chicago. Collins against... I think I'm going to go Johnson on that one. I don't really necessarily have a great reasoning for it. I think I just trust it a little bit more. Against Chicago? Yeah, sure. And then Jalen Smith, my goodness, used to be a top pickup. I think he's not a great linebacker for me right now. Shepard, 18 points last week. Okay, let's see. Young is playing against Tampa Bay. So I have to play Wagner. He scored 40 points last week. 40 freaking points, guys. What? Okay. We love Bobby Wagner. Cool. But Young against Tampa Bay. Jalen Smith against Shepard against Cincinnati. Guys, I think I'm going Shobert here. Yep. And then Jason Pierre-Paul, 9 and 6, whatever. Those, you're not going to find anyone really blowing it up there. Probably Cameron Pay. He's been 7 and 9. He's playing Tennessee though. Ooh, I don't hate that. At all. Jason Pierre-Paul though, there's going to be a lot of dropbacks. He might have some chances at some sacks. I think I'm going Pierre-Paul on that if he's healthy. What's hurting him? Is held out of Wednesday's practice, considered day to day. Yeah, we'll keep him in there. We'll double check that later. Okay, let's keep moving. Show me the money. I'll speed this up. Sorry, guys. Team: Prescott, Eckler, Damian Harris, Diggs, Ridley, Hawkinson, Brown, Bosa. Another IDP league. Wagner again. Yes. Fred Warner. Nice. Yeah, getting some good points from these guys. John Johnson again. Ooh, Simmons got like 2 points last week. That's rough. Okay, so let's see who I have. This is another one where I have Tyson Williams, and honestly, I'm thinking of playing him over Damian Harris. And I know that may sound a little crazy to some of you. Look at these running backs too. Ingram, but I have Javonte Williams. That's pretty good later in the season. Tyson Williams, fine. McKissick's doing good. Drake, not bad. Murray. I think I'm going Tyson here. And look, he's projected 11.89. Whatever. Damian Harris, 11.9. It doesn't matter. Drake at 12.81. I don't care what these guys are projected. Yeah, I think I have to go Tyson Williams there. Again, Detroit's run defense has looked horrible. So here's hoping. I'm not pulling Nick Bosa. I'm not pulling Wagner. I'm not pulling. Let's just see who my other DB is here. Harrison Smith, been doing great. He's playing against Seattle. I think I have to get him in that lineup. And I hate to pull Simmons on this. He's playing the Jets, and apparently he could catch some passes. I think he's going to be able to catch some passes against that. So, but also I don't want to pull Johnson. I don't think. I didn't mean to do that. That's fine. Let's see. Yeah. I think I'm going to play Johnson over Simmons just because. Yeah, I know what I said. He could catch some balls, but that was kind of being funny. I don't see Jets throwing 4 more interceptions this week. Okay, I think I'm done with that one. Let's go to the Grow Your Page. So this is one me and Kyle work together on. Prescott, Swift, Cooper, St. Brown, Kittle. We've been dealt a tough hand in here. We lost Gus Edwards. That did not help anything. Ooh, guys, this is a deep league. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So it's a pretty deep league, and we've got some smart guys in here. I mean, look at these pages in here. TCK Podcast. We've got Fantasy Football State of Mind, Fantasy Football Show. We got Smitty. Just Ask Felix, Team Piggy Bank Picks, Showtime Cadets, Fantasy Feuds, Fantasy Detectors. Guys, we got some fantasy football guy. So we've got some tough competition here. It's weird rosters too, really weird. So with one running back is kind of strange. So yeah, our second wide receiver is Amon St. Brown, and that is rough. And our main running back is DeAndre Swift. We went Kittle early here, and it hurt a little bit. And honestly, we drafted Dak earlier than we would have. We wanted that Dak Cooper stack because we thought it'd be fun as Cowboys fans. So we took Dak earlier than we would ever draft a quarterback typically, especially not one of those top 3. So we kind of hurt ourselves there in the draft. But honestly, I don't think I'm going to make any changes here. And this is another dynasty league. That's why we have some of those young wide receivers on that roster, you see. Okay, let's see. I'm going to go through. This is another one that is hosted by Fantasy Football State of Mind that we're in with just some other pages and some other random people that we don't know, but we just met up through this. So Matt Stafford at quarterback, McCaffrey, Hunt, Evans, St. Brown again at wide receiver. But we have Ridley. So St. Brown's our third wide receiver there. This one's got 2 flex spots down here. We have Rob Gronkowski. What a great pickup. We picked him up so late. Round 21. First pick of round 21. Guys, steal of the draft. Love it. We almost didn't get him, and I actually found him down there. And I was like, God, I think we need to take Rob here. Might as well. And that paid off. So I'm between Tannehill and Stafford at quarterback. Ooh, we got Trey Lance down here. This is a dynasty league. We've got him stashed down here. That's going to be good. Kellen Mond, maybe a few years off, but it doesn't matter. These are deep benches. So Stafford or Tannehill. Indianapolis. I'm going Stafford on that when he's playing Tampa Bay. Shootout, baby. Yes. Feeling that. Let me see wide receivers. Ayuk killing me. So I like Ayuk. Usually I liked him before the season. I was after him in pretty much every league. Honestly, I'm playing Odell Beckham and not St. Brown. But again, that is pending a lot of questions for the Browns, whether Landry or no, that's if Beckham's playing. That's what that question is. It's if Beckham's playing. If he's playing, that's a great play right there. I'm feeling good about that. Yeah, we've got some good tight ends just throughout our whole team there. Yeah, I like that lineup there. This one is a best ball that was an auction league. You can't even look at it on your desktop. Okay, let's go over to here. In case you're wondering, I have 10 total leagues. So let's come over here. This is a 144 team league that we're in. It's 12 sets of 12 kind of tournament style. And it's a super flex. And I can't remember, the scoring was weird, a little bit different on it and stuff. But let's see. We have Josh Allen. Our super flex is Dak Prescott. That's the best. If Josh Allen performs and Dak Prescott also performs that same week, that's the best quarterback stack in the league, I do believe. And then we have Tannehill on our bench. So a bye week's not going to be a huge issue if Tannehill gets it together. We have Myles Gaskin, Elijah Mitchell. That's not horrible. I'll take that as well. Pretty much, let me just look at my bench. I don't have anyone that I would put in from my bench anyway, so there's no one else up here. The only one is maybe this flex with Jonnu Smith. Dang, I really like how our roster looks in that wide receiver there. We just have a couple spots here that I don't necessarily care for, but our bench doesn't have crap on it, if I'm being completely honest there. That's really sad. Let's see if there's any players over here. Let's go and look. I doubt it. These guys are all on top of it too. There's a lot of pages in here, and this is kind of competitive. Gross. Yeah, it's not looking good over here. Anyone else see anyone exciting? Because I sure don't. I see nothing exciting over here. Peyton Barber. Okay. Yeah, nothing. Okay. Well, Todd Gurley, man, can't even get picked up by a team that really needs running back. That sucks. Okay. Let's come over. I've got 2 more. Let's go to my 14 team league. Ooh, you want to talk about her 14 teams is just that draft is brutal, guys. It's brutal to sit through. Okay. Jalen Hurts, Joe Mixon, Michael Carter. Okay. I was able to pick up McKissick on waivers. I outbid everyone. Lovely. And Michael Carter is just not quite there yet. So I am going to make that switch. I have Devontae Adams, Jalen Waddle. Not hating that. Zach Pascal on my bench. And I think I'm going with Waddle there. And then George Kittle, Kyle Pitts in the flex. It's paying off so far. And then 49ers in Q. Let's see. Marcus Callaway has been such a disappointment. That's really sad. I just really don't think there's anyone on waivers in here. It's 14 team. And it's been pretty rough. Wait, Jacoby Myers did he get dropped? Well, yes, I am interested in him. Huh. Guys, that might be worth picking up there, if I'm being honest. Brian Edwards is out here too. Okay, well, there might be some talent out here, guys. Rajay Stevenson, I love the guy, but if this was a dynasty, I'd pick him up. He also wouldn't be there probably. Okay. Okay. I don't hate that. Okay, well, I'm deciding on this. Oh, Paris Campbell would come back. Let's see. Gabriel asked, do I start A.J. Brown over Mike Williams and Rondell Moore? Oh. Ouch. I would. But it's also possible those other guys do what they've been doing and kind of go off. I am a firm believer that if you have a stud, and I have Rondell Moore on teams that I have AJ Brown on, and I'm starting AJ Brown, no doubt, because if you have a stud, you play your stud. They're a stud for a reason. They've come to fantasy relevance for a reason. I think AJ Brown is dependable. I don't think we've seen enough out of Rondell Moore yet to start him over AJ Brown. I think that would be bad advice. And Mike Williams, that's a little bit tougher call, I guess, but I'm still starting my stud. I'm still starting AJ Brown. And I think he's going to do good this week. I think with that running game coming alive at the end of the game, at that second half last week, if they get that running game going like that, that passing game's about to open up big time. And AJ Brown needs one or two big catches a game. One big catch can get AJ Brown huge. I like him. I'm rolling AJ Brown there. So, but again, firm believer of if you have a stud, you're starting him. If you have Saquon Barkley on your team, I'm not starting some other guy over him. I mean, you drafted him high for a reason. He's working his way back in. I think you just have to temper your expectations a little bit with Saquon. So, anyways, start AJ Brown there, in my opinion. I'm stuck on who to flex this week: Mike Davis or Barkley. That's funny. I just mentioned Barkley. Maybe even Allen Robinson. All been kind of a sleep week 1 and 2. Yeah. I'm avoiding Mike Davis in that situation. Cool, Gabriel. Yeah, I would roll AJ Brown. I'm big on him. Kyle, the other half of BoomBust, is on him. Tony of Quick Hits. Everyone that I've talked to is big on AJ Brown this week. He's bound to do something for us. I think so. Going back to Weirdo, which I can relate to, by the way, that name. Mike Davis, I'm avoiding. So it comes down to Barkley or even Allen Robinson. That's tough. That's actually pretty tough. PPR, I'm assuming. And Allen Robinson is playing at Cleveland. That quarterback situation. Okay, so yeah, PPR, that quarterback situation. I mean, I don't know if I trust Fields yet. Fields is going to be good, I think. I think he's going to be the guy there, but yet. And Barkley versus Atlanta. I think I'm rolling Barkley there. Just because that defense sucks with Atlanta. That's not a good offense. So I'm going to say I would start Barkley there. Just because that Allen Robinson, if Fields is playing, I'm still a little bit nervous. Just because it's unknown. So I'm going to go with the steady one there. And I'm going to say I would go Barkley there, in my opinion. Definitely ask around, get some confirmation on what you think, and make a gut decision there. So that's the best you can do. That's what makes it shaky, is because we don't know how Fields will come out exactly. This would be Fields' first start. If he starts, I that makes me nervous. I don't know what to expect there, and that's what makes me waver on that a lot too. What a weird season. I never thought I'd be saying Barkley or Allen Robinson. But that means if that's what you're looking at in your flex, you have some good problems with your team. That means your team is pretty good. If that's what you're looking at in flex, is having that many good players. So cheers to you on that one. It's water, but cheers anyways. Josh says Barkley, Higgins, Carson, Odell, Julio. Start one running back, one wide receiver, one flex. Okay, one running back. I think. Ooh, Carson. If I remember correctly, I don't like Carson at Minnesota much. I think since you have Carson, they're obviously feeding the ball. But Barkley against Atlanta. Okay, give me Barkley at running back. Give me. If Odell plays, guys, I'm telling you, that's pretty good. I'm not going Higgins. It's between Odell and Julio there. I think I'm going Odell because he's going to be their number one. Julio did produce good last week, but again, I think it's going to be a little bit more split this week. So I'm going Barkley, Odell, and then my one flex, I'm going Carson. So Barkley, Odell, and Carson on that list for me. Yep, that's what I would go with. That's hard to say no to Julio. That Julio, Odell, but definitely watch that throughout the week with Odell. See what that's looking like. Monitor that injury and what he's looking like. Maybe even try to catch some film of him moving around, practicing, something like that. That may change that. So in order, I would go Odell then Julio. But if Odell's not looking that great, then put Julio. I wouldn't consider Higgins as your wide receiver or the flex. But I would roll there with two running backs and one wide receiver. Still guessing PPR because most people are playing PPR now. So yeah, I think Josh is right. I think Julio's a safer bet, but I like the potential for Odell Beckham. I think he could do some Odell Beckham things, being back at number one, and Baker's looked good throwing the ball so far this year, in my opinion. I think he's doing pretty good. So, I would roll with that, I think. Plus, they're playing. Who did I say they were playing? They're playing Chicago. I'm feeling okay about that. Yeah. So, and it's at home, so I like that too. Okay, let's see. EW card. Should I start Cortland Sutton, Devontae Smith, or Deontay Harris? Yeah, I think I'm going with. Let me just double check what I'm thinking here. Sorry, I just want to double check the matchup that I'm thinking of here because I don't want to give you wrong thoughts on what I'm thinking. Oh yeah, I'm going Cortland Sutton. Yeah, go Cortland Sutton on that. Devontae Smith. Oh God, I forgot they're playing Dallas. Holy crap! Hold on a sec. Devontae Smith against Dallas. Scratch that. I haven't decided yet. Yeah, Cards, you're in a tough spot there. Sutton has no Jerry Jeudy, exactly, and he's just a stud. Devontae Smith gets the bulk of targets. Let me look at something really quick. Let's do some research with it. Why go in blind? Let's try to let's do a little research. Oh, what am I doing? Dante Harris plays New England. Let me just see. What's his oh, that's not what I wanted. Sorry. Let's make an educated decision here. I'm just gonna look kind of at like target shares. Oh, you have return points? That's interesting. That throws a wrinkle in some things. How many return points is he getting you? That's a whole different game there. If you're getting return yards out of the deal, that's interesting. I've actually never played in a league that gave the players return, kick return stuff. So that's interesting. Let me look up some target shares here really quick, just because I'm a little curious on some of this as well for you. Devontae Smith, 15 targets so far. What? Holy cow, dude. 154. Okay. He had 154 return yards last week. He had 17 points on only one catch for 10 yards. Granted, that's a lot of return yards too. That's got to be abnormal. I would assume. What did he have the week before that? Give me that stat. That is interesting scoring there. In the meantime, Devontae Smith has had 15 targets so far. And Sutton, find him really quick. Sutton has had also 15 targets, but he's that's interesting. That is interesting. I think I think I like Devontae Smith there. I agree. I think I wouldn't expect that kind of return on Harris. I think that's an odd week. Yeah, I think you're right. But that's an interesting scoring system. So I'll give you that. But I think I'm going Devontae Smith because they played Dallas. And this is coming from a Dallas fan and someone who really hates the Eagles. I think that's a good play. I think that's a really good play. In fact, I'm considering putting that play in. So I think that's your better bet there. Go Devontae Smith for sure. I say for sure. That's where I'm landing at. I don't know if it's for sure. Okay, Jace, is David Montgomery and Miles Sanders for JT a good trade? No. I mean, if you're getting no problem, cards. No problem, man. I love walking through this with you guys, for sure. And I still have my stupid screen up for you guys. I apologize. That's silly. Ooh, not that you want to see my face. Let's see. Is David Montgomery and Miles Sanders for JT a good trade? Well, let me ask real quick. Is this dynasty or is this is this dynasty or do you have is this just redraft? I think that makes a difference in this slightly. I'm just going to say if it's redraft, no. If you're selling JT for Montgomery and Miles Sanders, then I would do that. Honestly, I'm not a big JT fan. I mean, Justin Timberlake. I'm a huge Justin Timberlake fan. Puts on a hell of a concert. But if you're talking Jonathan Taylor, no, I'm not buying. Okay, redraft full PPR, and I'm guessing you're trying to get Jonathan Taylor. If you're trying to get Jonathan Taylor, I would not give up Montgomery and Miles Sanders unless you just have an excess. But I don't know that I trust JT more than I do really either of those players. And so that is what you're looking at, dude. I think that's too rich for JT. I just don't trust it. He does have a good schedule for running backs. I'll give you that. Like, he plays in a weak division, and but Nyheim Hines is the receiving back there, and they're also giving 5 carries to Marlon Mack. mean, that's a significant amount. Split 3 ways there. If Mac had gotten 1, maybe 2, but yeah, I don't know about that. And then Monty's looking to have a good playoff schedule, Daniel says. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Actually, let me double check kind of what that looks like. But if I remember correctly, that is correct. Let me go to these rest of season rankings. I should have just pulled this up for you guys to also look at. That would have been nice. Oh, look at how easy that is. I'm so sorry, guys. All right. Let's see if Daniel's right here. Let's see, because they have like a playoffs thing over here. So let me go to running backs for rest of season. PPR. Oh, Dave Montgomery. Yeah, his playoff. I mean, he's get 4 stars there, right? Jonathan Taylor also has 4 stars, and his season's 5 stars because that division is trash. So, yeah, I mean, his schedule's good, but right now I don't like that timeshare there at all, and especially in PPR. I mean, if he's not necessarily the receiving back, I'm not a big fan with Hines and Mack both getting their share there. Yeah, I actually think I'm going David Montgomery and keeping Miles Sanders there too. So, yeah, I wouldn't give up that much. I wouldn't. Okay. Let's see. What's this one? Looking to acquire. Who is this? Fantasy football stats. Can't read that full name. It goes off. So, looking to acquire Darren Waller. First offer I'm thinking is Tyreek Mitchell-Higbee for Waller and Cup. Okay. If I can't get Cup, would you do it with Cooks as the kicker? Oh, Brandon Cooks. No. I guess it kind of depends on exactly what your roster looks like. I mean, I mean, Higbee, who cares, right? He's not worth anything at this point. Mitchell, I'm sure you just got him up off a waiver, so that's like a free giveaway there. That's just a free piece. Tyreek's the tough one. I think it depends on what your other wide receivers look like, but if you can get Cup back, hell yeah. Yeah, I would do that. And Cup, there's 2 ways that could go. No problem, Jace. You're welcome. There's 2 ways this can go with Cup, right? Cup can either be whoever has him can just be like, oh my god, I'm hanging on to Cup like he's the best thing ever. I've got the best thing since sliced bread. He's my white bread. Anyways, so it can either be that, or he can be like, oh my gosh, I need to sell Cup before he isn't producing like this. So I think it depends on where he's at. But Cooks as the kicker instead. Okay, let's see what you got. Others are McLaurin, Allen Robinson, Thielen. What? Okay, that is a good team. So yeah, you can afford to give Tyreek Cup. Dude, I'm telling you, I'm a firm believer in having a top tight end. Very firm believer. I've talked about it all off season and all season. Like, top tight end is a key to victory for me because it's a weekly advantage. So I find great value in Waller here. If you can get Cup, they're not going to give Waller and Cup, I don't think, for that, unless they're like a Kansas City Chiefs fan or desperate for running back help. If they're desperate for running back help, yeah, I think you might be able to get that. Brandon Cooks is their next best. It's not bad, but I think if you can't get Cup back, if you have to settle for Cooks, try, instead of Tyreek, maybe try like an Allen Robinson. So do Robinson, Mitchell, Higbee for Waller and Cooks. Work your way there. I'd hate to give up Tyreek if you can keep him, you know. Um, and depending on what his wide receiver situation is, I mean, throw in you've got enough depth there. You won't play all those guys ever. You might be able to do like a Allen Robinson and Marvin Jones in there instead of Tyreek, and then get Cooks and something back if you can't get Cup. That is. Does that make sense? I'm hoping that makes sense. I think I kind of rattled off a little bit there. Higbee over Austin Hooper still, but Higbee's still not great. So yeah, he needs running back help, and he has Mahomes as their QB. Ooh, Amari Cooper. Okay, so let's go back to what you had there. Now that's kind of interesting. So if you could add, it's a 3 flex, so I'm playing 5 oh, that's right. You said that. Sorry, 3 flex league, so he's playing 5 wide receivers every week. Well, at least you have some good freaking wide receivers. Let me go back to your offer here. I'm gonna pull that up so it's easy. Tyreek, Mitchell, Higbee. Okay. So Cup. It's not bad. Maybe, I mean, try it. And like I said, I mean, I would stick with what I had. I was trying to think on how you could do. I mean, I would settle for Cooper over Cooks. Amari Cooper would be better than Cooks, I think. So if he won't go Cup, try Cooper there, and I would feel good about that still too. Yeah. So, man, you have quite a bit of good wide receivers, man. Good for you. Fantasy shot callers in the house. What up? What up? Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Looking forward to your new show. Love that. The tackling the tailgate. Yeah, Higbee or Austin Hooper. Yeah. Give me Higbee, I think. Yeah. He's playing Tennessee or Tampa Bay this week. Give me Higbee, even though he hasn't really done anything yet, and I'm worried about that one target last game, but still give it to me this week. If those are your two options, I think that's where I'm going with that. Let's see. Carson, Jonathan Taylor, Montgomery, start to PPR. That's a tough call. That's why the question is being asked, right? Let me, like I said, I don't go off of rankings, but they give me some information. So it's not that I'm going to go straight off the rankings. I'm going to look it up here and just see. Let me make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see it too. Let me see. So let's just, oh, why did I click on wide receiver? Gosh, guys, give me sleep or give me death. I'm just kidding. Seriously, I get like 4 hours a night. Jonathan Taylor at Tennessee. Okay. Who else am I looking at? Carson at Minnesota and Montgomery at Cleveland. PPR though. Yeah, give me Carson. Guys, is it bad that I just don't trust Jonathan Taylor? I just don't trust Jonathan Taylor, if I'm being completely honest. I hate to say that. I just don't trust him. I think I would go Carson and Montgomery. Let me see what that looks like. Sorry, let me just find Montgomery in here. Let me find how he's been doing. I mean, he's been doing decent. I'm looking at his targets. He had 4 targets last game for 18 yards. Taylor. Let's see. 7 targets in that first game. He had 7 catches. That's why he had 17 points. But he only had 1 target last game, and Hines is getting some in there. Let's just look up. Let's play fair. Let's look up Carson too. Let's do some research. I mean, he's not getting any targets, but he's getting some good carries too. Those goal line carries, those TDs saved him last week. I mean, big time. But I like his matchup against Minnesota right now too. So, also, geez, that you have those 3 running backs is also a good problem to have. But yes, it's a tough call for sure, Josh. That's a really tough call. Do I think they're gonna do that to Taylor again, though? Sorry, I'm just really doing my due diligence here. I just don't want to rattle this off for you. I think I'm going with. Gets a lot of carries still. Yeah, tough call. This is a good question. I love it. Okay, I'm definitely going with Montgomery. Give me Montgomery 100%. It really comes down, and that's funny because honestly, he's the lowest ranking that they've got him here. He's at 16 on this list. But I think he's the better play personally. Between Jonathan Taylor and Chris Carson, I still think I'm going Chris Carson there. I just don't trust that load with Jonathan Taylor, and I'm just not a fan yet. So I'm going final answer, pushing the button. Final answer is Carson and Montgomery. Ooh, and it's on video, so that's embarrassing if that's totally wrong. So, ooh, that's interesting. Yeah, Taylor's bye week is 14 if that's when your playoffs start. Cool. Trade. Should trade anyways. That's rough. Okay. Fantasy shot callers. I don't trust Jonathan Taylor, but with Wentz going down, he has a lot more upside. I mean, I don't know. I don't necessarily know if that's true because if they need a receiving back in there for a dump pass as just an option, I could see him putting Hines in just as an option to dump it off to a lot. So I don't know that that's necessarily true, shot callers, but really, who knows for sure, right? No one knows what that's gonna look like. Yeah, exactly. That is a beautiful problem to have those running backs. Oh, poor me. I have 3 great running backs to choose from. Uh, uh, let's see what we got over here. We got Wentz going down could hurt the offense and Taylor. Yeah, I mean, really can go either way. I mean, look right here. We have 2 people in chat that don't necessarily agree. Oh, here's a third problem here. Not true. They can stack the box on that backup. Yeah, I mean, it could go either way. We don't necessarily know how that's going to look. Also, who is that backup? Who's playing QB for them right now? Bueller. You guys help me out. I'm looking here. Who's that backup? Oh, Eason. Jesus. Some of these teams actually have some pretty good backups. Eason is not one of them. When I saw Jacoby Brissett come in the other day, or like Keenum coming in, I was like, okay, it's not horrible. That could be worse. Jacob Eason, okay. Yeah, sit Jonathan Taylor. There's too many unknowns there. I'm not liking that. If I'm going safe bet, I'm not playing Jonathan Taylor there. I mean, look, we can't even agree on it right now of what that's going to be like exactly. So sit that. That's an uncomfortable situation, and I don't like it. I don't like that at all. That's just not something I do. There's certain backfields I avoid. There's certain wide receiving sets that I avoid because there's just too much uncertainty and consistency. Yeah, there's some good advice. Guys, listen up, because we all know who the man there is, and it's Marlon Mack. I mean, can we just be honest? Marlon Mack is easily the man there. Now, I'm being facetious right now, but how good was Marlon Mack before that injury? Woo! What about Marlon Mack? Yeah. Seriously, though, Marlon Mack was good. Okay, if no one else got any questions at the moment, I can go back just to keep things rolling here. I'm going to go right back here, and I'm going to see who in this 14-team league, because it looks like some people have dropped some people, and I didn't get the alert of who was dropped, and I want to pick somebody up. I just got to figure out who I want to pick up. This is 14 team. Oh, there was Marlon Mack. I'm just kidding. He was there. I'm not picking up Marlon Mack. I know what you're thinking. Oh, what a roller coaster of emotions. I thought he was going to pick him up. Now he's not picking him up. What a tease. I am such a tease. Dude, Josh, yeah, I throw your questions, man. That's what I'm having fun with this. I'm having a blast with it. So, let's just keep hanging out. I love it. I'm in 10 leagues this year. Woo! It's too much, guys. I'll drop more. I did it for the sake of BoomBust, and what a bad decision. I was in 4 leagues last year, and I was like, oh, I'll cut back. And then me and Kyle decided we'd start BoomBust Fantasy Football, and we joined up in all these leagues, and now I'm in 10, he's in 11. What a horrible decision that was. My wife was super excited, let me tell you. She was super excited to hear that I joined so many leagues and started streaming. And now I'm part of like this BoomBust Interactive. I do Panic Room on Mondays. We do what else do we do? Jeez, Snoozers or Losers on Wednesdays, and then we do a Sunday morning, and then me and Kyle do a Sunday all day broadcast through the entire games. So like we're in Central Time, so we start at 11 a.m. and we ended about 7 p.m. We do about 8 hours of streaming, guys. It's crazy, and my wife loves me for it, I'm sure. All right, let's answer some more questions really quick. Yeah, I'll get back to my picking someone up later. I'm gonna go a little bit bigger here. Let's see. Lots of questions here. Let's see. Here's one first. Start one this week. Mitchell, Tyson, Drake, Tyson. Go Tyson on that. He plays the Lions. The Lions' run defense is absolute trash. Mitchell did fantastic against them, and then Aaron Jones did fantastic against them. Next in line is Tyson. Go for it. That's what I'm doing too. He's not even projected as many points as these other guys. Who cares? Tyson is a good bet. I have a feeling this week. Let's see. I have Stafford and Tannehill in 2 different leagues. Do I start Daniel Jones over either guy? No. No, you start Stafford, because Stafford plays Tampa Bay, and Stafford is going to have to throw the ball. And so that's what you want. Yeah, because I think he's going to be in the same situation that Dak was in week 1. Dude, I know it's tempting, but remember, dude, okay, yeah. I'll put this up so everyone can see what we're talking about. Daniel Jones is playing Atlanta, and it's tempting. Guys, Daniel Jones is fool's gold. Daniel Jones, granted, he does get some rushing yards here and there, but he's not a rushing quarterback. Let's make sure we understand the difference there. I will never trust Daniel Jones in my starting lineup. Now, if you're playing some DFS leagues, Daniel Jones could be great. If he's going for a low price in DFS, I mean, that's a great play, because that's a value play. But Daniel Jones is fool's gold, or just a fool, one or the other. He's not good. He's just not great. So, but that is tempting. I understand, but I'm hoping that they use this really crappy defense that they're going against, not to get Daniel Jones going, but to get Barkley going. I hope that this is the week that they kind of push that forward, because they've been really working him in slowly, but now he's playing this weak defense. Let him go, people. Stafford, no way. Tannehill, maybe. Hold on. What is this? Stafford, no way. Tannehill, maybe, but only if you need a boom. Play Stafford. I'm starting Stafford in the one league I have him in. I'm starting him over Tannehill. I also have that stack. That's, I guess, more common of a stack. I've seen a lot of people with Jalen Hurts and Tannehill as their two quarterbacks on their team. That's kind of weird. I have that in multiple leagues, and I've had a lot of people come on and say, which one between these two? So it's kind of funny how if you get one, you get the other. That's kind of weird this year. But Tannehill, not exactly performing up to par yet. I think he'll get there. That offense is rusty. I don't know if he's rusty from having COVID. I don't freaking know. Maybe he was out too long for that. But they'll knock that rust off and hopefully do better. But as of right now, not a go on that. I've got to send a message to Kyle real quick. Because I'm hanging out with you guys, and I don't want to get off here to go do anything else. So I had something else planned, and I'm wanting to cancel that because I'm having fun with you guys. This is fun. Okay, Tannehill just can't throw touchdowns. At the moment, that's freaking true, which is really sad. But I think it looks a little bit better this week, because I think it's going to look better. That offense is going to start clicking a little bit more. Oh, yes, start Mafford, maybe bench. Oh, okay. I see. Yes, start Stafford. Yeah. So, let's see. Yeah, that Julio TD. Oh, hold on. I'll just show this up here. That Julio TD getting called back lost me a matchup because I had the Tannehill stack too. Lost my. Oh, dude, that hurts. I hate when stuff like that happens. Those called back TDs are the worst. Talking about making you almost want to just throw up because they're so hard to come by TDs. So it sucks when stuff gets called back like that. What an emotional roller coaster too. Like, yes, points. And that's big if you have the stack going and then they call that back. Ugh. Tannehill was on our segment of where you been this week. So yeah. So he's gonna go off. I agree that he's gonna have a better week. I think that offense is just gonna get better all around. So yeah, I think Tannehill's gonna get better for sure. But so in case you guys want to know, where you been is Shot Caller segment where they talk about players not performing to expectations. LOL. Yeah. Boy, how do you cover all of those? That was a long list this week. We also covered that Monday night after football. We did a live and we covered in our show called Panic Room. And that's whether to panic on certain players or not and stuff. So you can check that out. Fantasy Shot Callers also joining Fantasy Football Network group. Fantasy Football Network coming out with tons of shows. Fantasy Shot Callers got Tackling the Tailgate coming out this week. Me and Kyle have our BoomBust Interactive on here. I named some of the other shows earlier. Fantasy Football Network, guys, fantasyfootball.network is the website. There's tons of content on there. It's all of your favorite content creators from YouTube and stuff. It's all in one place. It's kind of like a Netflix type thing. It's got live. It's got all the latest videos. It's got things broken down by those channels or by types. Like if you're looking for a specific type of content, you can go on there and see that. So just go check it out. It's really cool. There's a live chat on there. You can chat with other users on the site and stuff. So go check that out. It's pretty cool. So, and let's see. So let's get back to more questions here because this is what we're all enjoying, right? Not my plug for Fantasy Football Network and Fantasy Shot Callers there. And myself, a little self-promotion. I'm cool with that. Let's see. I got a question. Don't be embarrassed to ask questions, man. This is good. Never mind. Get out of here with that question. That's a problem you have? I'm kidding. I'll go back to that. I'm in an 8-team league too, so I understand this kind of thing. But my God, okay. Diggs, Lockett, AJ Brown, Cooper, Woods, and Mike Williams. You got to start 3. Jesus. Boo-hoo. You're starting Diggs, you're starting AJ Brown, and then I think you're starting Amari Cooper. Yep, I'm going that. Diggs, Brown, Cooper. I know they got Lockett. That's it's a good matchup, whatever. I just don't think Lockett does it 3 weeks in a row, guys. Like, if he does, color me surprised. I mean, that pace is just not sustainable. It's just not. So it just doesn't make sense that he could perform like that 3 weeks in a row. So let's see. Shot callers in post-production resuming now. Nice. He's heading out. He is tackling the tailgate. That'll be showing this week. So wait, it's Wednesday? Does that show tomorrow? I don't know when that shows. We'll see. Fantasy football. Let's see. Let's see. Josh, let's see. He said, I had Lockett in, haha, but I agree he could bust and don't need that. I'm telling you, have you played Lockett the last 2 weeks when he went off and you're still 0-2? Josh? I'm just saying, like, Lockett is a boom bust, and like he has a few games during the season where he just goes off and then it skyrockets him. So you had him in just week 2. Okay, but still 0-2. So he's not even giving you enough to overcome. Interesting. I just don't trust him, especially he's already had 2 weeks in a row. I don't trust him for a third in a row at all. I just don't see that happening. Hey, what's up, wifey? Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate that. So let's see. Played him over Brown. Yeah, that's fine. My team has the most points against. Yeah, so I play in my most important league. I'm having that same issue. I've played the top scorer 2 weeks in a row. My team has underperformed, but I've still scored enough points to outscore half the league, and I've played the top scorer both weeks in a row, just teams that have just gone absolutely crazy. I lost by, what was that? What defense was that I lost against? I'm going to look this up because it was absolutely ridiculous. And I can't remember which one it was, but his defense. Oh, Tampa Bay's defense getting 2 pick sixes at the end of their game, and I lost because of it. And it's just like, are you kidding me? Your defense got 21 points. Horrible luck. All right, let's go back up here. I missed some. Let's see. Witnessed 2 of the worst trades ever in the past 2 weeks. All right, let's see what this is. A guy traded Gibson, Woods, Beasley for Jamal. 10 fab. 10 fab. Yeah, that's really bad, dude. I don't like that at all. Jamal had 1 good game, and gosh, he got Gibson. Dang, what a deal. Okay. Then traded Chubb, DK, and Ruggs in 10 fab. 10 fab. I don't know why it cracks me up. Shepard, Boyd, Carson, and Gronk. Chubb, DK, and Ruggs? Bro. Okay. You're right. What kind of league are you playing in anyways? These people are not worthy. That's some... It's really that 10 fab. That's really what puts it over the top, right? Well, but dang, he put 10 fab with Chubb and DK. This isn't a money league, right? Like, that can't be a money league if those kind of trades are going down. There's no way. That's just playing for pride, and that person doesn't have any more to play for. Okay, let's see. Do you think DeAndre Hopkins will be playing? That's a great question. Yeah, I think so. Is he not supposed to? Something wrong with DeAndre Hopkins? Did I miss something? Let me see here. Did I miss something with DeAndre Hopkins? I'm not sure if I did or not. That's like the loudest drinking ever, probably in that microphone. Apologies. Oh, he didn't practice today. Oh, who cares? A lot of people don't practice throughout the week. I was gonna say I didn't see anything come up. I figured I would have gotten an alert on that. No, there's a lot of people that don't practice. I mean, no, Julio probably didn't practice either. They rest these guys. Oh, here it is. Even if he doesn't dominate, no, he's been doing good. I'm not worried about that. They're going to be overly cautious with him, just letting him rest and stuff. I'm not worried about that. Yeah, he'll play. Don't worry about that. If he doesn't, what are your backups though? Let me know what your backups are, and let's make a backup plan just in case though. Let me see. Yes, LOL. He's the only idiot, I guess. 500 to the winner. What? In a money league, you're making those deals? That's silly. He doesn't want to win. That's silly. So let's see. Yeah, I read it. Diglosser. That's what I was saying. I'm not worried about it. They didn't seem worried about it. So, yeah. How are you feeling about Marvin Jones? If I'm being completely honest, I'm avoiding Jacksonville. I'm just avoiding Jacksonville players all around because that is a dumpster fire down there. And I don't know that Marvin Jones keeps that up. I don't know. But yeah, man. Yeah, keep him wide receiver 1. Sorry, I'll come back to you in a second, Josh. Keep him as your wide receiver 1 for sure. But make a backup plan. If something comes up, make sure you just have a backup plan there. Maybe if you're worried about that, put him in your flex spot, not your wide receiver, and be ready to switch him out if they make a last minute call on that. If he's out, Rondell Moore, anyone who I told not to put Rondell Moore in over earlier, if DeAndre Hopkins is out, put Rondell Moore in immediately. If you have him, I'll do the same. If Hopkins ends up being out, I put Rondell Moore in every team that I have him. That would be incredible. Let's see. I was going to go back to Josh. I swear I was. I thought he said something. Oh, Marvin Jones. Okay, going back to Jacksonville. Not feeling good about Jacksonville. And honestly, Chenault probably starts getting a little bit, and Chark starts getting a little bit more. I think he's had a good couple weeks. I don't know that he can keep that up. Just not feeling good about Jacksonville, and I don't trust. And earlier I mentioned there's certain wide receiving cores that I avoid. That's one of them. And I avoided Cincinnati. Same thing. There's a lot of talent there. Let's not get that wrong. There's talent. It's just that there's too much talent. You don't know who's going to be the guy each week. And when it's split 3 ways, it gets really confusing really quick on. And Oshag Hennessy is getting a lot of looks too. So for a rookie quarterback throwing to his tight end, not really that surprising, right? So yeah, I'm just not bought into Marvin Jones, and I think that Marvin Jones, I think people have picked him up on their team, and I'm not sure that people are starting them on their team. So I think other people are kind of worried about the same thing. Now, he has a reason for asking. So let's go to Josh's clarification here. He said, I need to choose between Marvin Jones, T. Higgins. Oh, gosh. Okay. Marvin Jones, T. Higgins, Corey Davis, Renfro. Ooh, that's tough, my man. Well, if those are my other options, then Oh, the Jacksonville tight end is on IR. Did Oshag Hennessy get hurt? That's interesting. I missed that. He was getting a lot of looks too. I know that's not how you pronounce his name, but that's from an old Key and Pill skit, I'm pretty sure. Dang, that's wild. Okay, well, either way, I'm still avoiding. I'm not like shopping for them. You know what I mean? Like I'm not going out and trying to get them. Yeah, I just call him Oshag Hennessy. Just call him. Yeah, I don't know how you would say. That's a good call. Jacksonville tight end. Don't even try to spell that out. You're right. That's interesting. I actually know that he was getting a lot of work too. I believe. So let's see between Marvin Jones, T. Higgins, Corey Davis. Let's do a little research really quick. While we got this pulled up. Oh, let me get that screen. That's a little bit better. And I'm gonna get your chat off here. And just look at it on the side. Okay. So let's see. Marvin Jones. Let's do some. Oh, I'm searching on the wrong one here. Jones is playing Arizona. I like that. Sorry guys, I think I'm missing a lot of. Okay, there we go. Sorry, my chat's got messed up over there. Okay. Higgins is playing Rashad Higgins. Why would I be looking? Pittsburgh. Not liking that. So far Higgins is at the bottom of my list. Davis is playing against Denver. Don't hate that, and I don't think he's going to have the same kind of week he did last week. Renfro against Miami. Okay. I'm liking Marvin Jones and Corey Davis there, and like quite significantly. Yeah, you're starting Marvin Jones. So he's starting Marvin Jones. I mean, I guess if you don't have other options, I don't necessarily know whether to trust it or not. I don't hate it. Yeah. I don't hate that. I'm not gonna say anything negative about that at all. But and I swear I just saw. Yeah. This is it. This is the one I want to show here because this is good. Hold on to Marvin. Yes, hold on to Marvin. I'm not necessarily saying like I'm not necessarily saying like he's bad. I'm just avoiding that situation for me. I'm not. Yeah, I'm not going after him still. Like I'm not sold enough on the situation to try to trade for him. You know, but also we're in week 3, coming up on week 3, and holding for playoffs might be a little bit down the road. But yeah, what a playoff schedule! Holy crap! Yeah, that's great. So definitely. Josh says, I understand. I drafted him late, thinking he could be a wide receiver 1. Yeah, I mean that's a great gamble and worth hanging on to. I agree. Let's see. Noah says start 2 AJ Brown, Allen Robinson, Chris Godwin, and Mike Williams. That's AJ Brown and Chris Godwin. Yeah, Allen Robinson. I know we talked about it earlier. Allen Robinson quarterback situation. We just don't know that yet. Justin Fields could be great down the line, but not yet. I'm not trusting that enough. So I'm going AJ Brown and Chris Godwin there. That was actually somewhat easy. Gosh, that was one of the easiest ones thrown at me all night. Thank goodness. Ooh, what a relief. I'll take a drink after that one. It's just water. I'll lie. It's vodka. It's not vodka. Okay. Should I trade Daryl Henderson for Justin Jefferson? My answer to that is depends on what your it just depends on what your roster looks like. If you have an excess of running backs, but good wide receivers are easier to get than good running backs, right? Like, look, we're talking about Marvin Jones, someone that people picked up maybe off of waivers. He didn't even get drafted, and he's performing just as good or better than someone like Justin Jefferson. Wide receiver is so much easier to fill a position than a starting running back like Daryl Henderson right now. Now, caveat, if we're talking dynasty league, then you make that trade straight up. And if someone's stupid enough to do that in a dynasty league, then take full advantage. So, no problem, Tron. I know that that's tempting because it's Justin freaking Jefferson. So yeah, I don't know about that. So, yeah. I'm just saying, I know that's tempting, but starting running backs, tough to come by. Sucks. Let's see. Waiver wire slim. Yeah, those are tough, Josh. A-Rob dropped a wide open TD pass last game from Fields. Yes. Yeah, that's fair. That's a fair assessment. But Allen Robinson is still amazing. And I mean, who knows? I'm just saying if I had to pick two in there, Allen Robinson wasn't my top two. So on that one that was there earlier. Noah, I have Tom Brady and Gronk as well. So do you think it's bad if I start 3 Bucks players? Okay. No. So and here's why I say that. If those players were playing for 3 different teams in your league, right? They're all going to score points, right? Tom Brady's still going to score a lot of points for whatever team he's on. Gronk is going to score a lot of points for whatever team he's on. And Godwin's going to score a lot of points for whatever team he's on. They're on 3 different teams in pretty much all my leagues, and they're scoring good points for every team that they're on. So that's like people that don't like having a wide receiver and a running back necessarily on the same team. If they're scoring points week in and week out, that doesn't matter because they're scoring points wherever they're at. It doesn't matter if it's your team or someone else's team. They're just producing points. So, I would say that too. So let me see. Noah. So no, I would still start Godwin there. And they're playing against the Rams. I mean, and there's virtually like their running games. The running game of Tampa is not great. They're throwing the dang ball. So nah, man, go get your points with the Bucks. Take advantage of that, I think. So here's the conversation on Daryl and Justin Jefferson. Again, I understand this, but I think it could be flawed thinking, right? Like, heck no, LOL, Daryl is already hurt. He might give you 5 to 7 more games the rest of the way. Cool, but Justin Jefferson could tear his ACL in practice tomorrow and be done as well. So, but Tron said that's why it's tempting because I don't know if he will stay healthy all the way and can get Justin Jefferson. Agree, but if that leaves you struggling at running back from here on out, then did you really help your team? I mean, it depends on what helps your overall team and your overall weekly scoring, honestly. I mean, that's what you got to look at is what's going to help you in your weekly score. So, it depends on what other running backs you have that can take up that spot for Henderson, because it's not like you're getting a running back in that deal if it's just a 1-for-1. So, he says, I have Jonathan Taylor and Damian Harris as well. Okay, so those are your 2. That's not horrible. Do you have one more? Wait, do you have Najee? You have Jonathan Taylor, Damian Harris, and Najee? Tron? If that is the freaking case, then you go get you some Justin Jefferson with Daryl Henderson. Like, do it now. Right meow. Don't even think about it. Do it. If Najee Harris, you got Jonathan Taylor, Damian Harris, and Najee? Am I reading that? Why are you still on here? Don't LOL me. Go get that deal. I'm telling you, if you've got that kind of depth at running back, do it. Do it. That's a get for sure. You're not going to get better. You shouldn't get that kind of value for Henderson anyways, and you're not going to get it anywhere else. Oh, he doesn't have Najee. Okay, I was like, what? What in the world? Okay. I don't know why you said Najee. That threw me off. It got me excited. Oh, you're answering Josh's question. I haven't moved there. Sorry. Gosh. Is this vodka? My God. Okay. Najee or Carson PPR? Najee. I should know this answer. So I'm a bit embarrassed. Cincinnati. Oh yeah. Yeah, go Najee there. I think you go Najee there in PPR. I agree with that. So they're playing Cincinnati. That's not bad. That's not bad matchup. I like that matchup. Let's see what Fantasy Pro says, just out of curiosity. Oh, they don't like Najee Harris. That's cool. That's cool. Where the hell is Najee Harris? Am I just missing? Oh, up at 8. Yeah, they like him too. That's a good matchup, supposedly, according to them. So not bad. Okay, you have Singletary, Jonathan, Daryl, Damian, Sermon, Sony Michelle, in case Daryl gets injured. And honestly, I think we all know Daryl gets injured. So you have Singletary, Jonathan, and you're just trying to do a 1-for-1. Is this like a realistic situation? Can you actually get this deal? And is anyone else on your waivers? I doubt it. I doubt anyone's on your waivers. Of like, is Zach Moss on your waivers to pick up get with Singletary? I don't know that I trust Damian that much, but who are your wide receivers? I think that's also a question, is how needy are you at wide receiver, Tron? I think that's you could get James Robinson. Does this dude just love Daryl Henderson? I mean, honestly, James Robinson is like, he wouldn't be bad to get and just get in stash. I mean, the volume might be there at some point. If you can get James Robinson back in the deal, sure. I mean, if you can get Justin Jefferson and James Robinson for Daryl Henderson, and I don't know who your wide receivers are. I'm sure he's going to want someone else back. There's no way he gives up both those players for just Daryl Henderson. Unless this guy's just playing up here. Maybe, is this the same guy that's making these bad trades in this other league that I saw earlier? Jeez. Trading off. Is he offering 10 fab too? I swear, if he's offering 10 fab. Wait, okay. Are these your wide receivers? My God. You already have Ridley, Keenan Allen. Okay. Ooh, losing Judy, that hurts. I feel that pain. I feel that pain, bro. Robbie Anderson and Ayuk, what disappointment so far. And honestly, I think Robbie Anderson stays a disappointment. I think we're learning that last year he had a good year because McCaffrey was out. I think we're learning that McCaffrey being back is taking away from Robbie Anderson quite a bit. I'm gonna answer this at the same time. Josh and Tron both having Ayuk, and Josh has thoughts on Ayuk. I have him in my 8-person league, and it feels like he's wasting a bench spot. It's tempted to get Pollard. Yes, do that. In an 8-team league, you definitely drop Ayuk because there's just as good options probably on waivers right now, and Pollard is a good player to go grab. Probably there might even be better options. There might be other starting running backs, but Pollard's not a bad pickup. I think his value is over Ayuk, especially in an 8-person league right now, because those waiver wires look pretty good. Those waivers do. In fact, I'll skip over to my 8-team league really quick. So here's my 8-team league. Can I zoom this in? I'm at 75%. Holy crap. You guys couldn't see anything. Apologies. Everything was so tiny. Here's my 8-team league. Okay. So I got like Russell Wilson, Dalvin Cook, Austin Eckler, Justin Jefferson, Calvin Ridley, Darren Waller, Aaron Jones, Bills. I got Pitts down here. That's a trade waiting to happen, guys. DJ Moore, Myles Gaskin. Yeah. So Ayuk, here's what I actually went to go look. I was going to look at players available just because I want to look at like what kind of players are available in an 8-team league, right? Like this one, I mean, Juju, Chase, Tyler Boyd, Brandon Ayuk, because he got like Devin Singletary, Waddle, Jerry Judy. Oh, I should stash him in my IR. Yeah, a Zach Moss. So there's, dude, 8-team leagues have people out there. You know what I mean? No problem, Tron. Let's see what you got. Ayuk, I got him from the waiver for free. Someone dropped, and I will just wait for him to pop off. It's a long season. I agree. I'm fairly confident that Ayuk will get it together at some point. He's got that. He's got that like kind of lingering injury. He's just having some interesting. Judy was about to have a breakout that hurt a lot. I 100% agree. Jerry Judy fits into an offense with Teddy Bridgewater 100%, and that was going to be an amazing season for Judy. I traded for Judy and started him, and he got hurt immediately. So that's probably my fault. I tend to have that kind of luck where I pick somebody up and then they get hurt on my team. So apologies, guys. I have Ayuk on multiple teams, so he's probably going down. Ridley, he's probably going down soon too. I have him in most of my leagues, so apologies. I just have that kind of luck and that effect on people. So yeah. So yeah, trying to. I mean, if you can get James Robinson back in there, that makes me feel good. You have some other good running backs in there that would be good. Did I miss anyone's question down there or up there? Yeah, I think I will not do the trade and just wait for Judy or Ayuk or someone in the waiver in my flex position. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's really good. That's really good value for Daryl Henderson, I feel like. I just and here's another thing though. I mean, you have Singletary, right? But that's another one of those running back situations that I'm ignoring or like I'm avoiding. I avoid that backfield. In fact, I just got Zach Moss in a deal in my 8-team league, and I immediately dropped him because I didn't want to deal with that. It's just not something I wanted to deal with because no one really knows. Jeff Wilson, a good IR stash? Nah, don't worry about him. Nah. There's better IR stashes. Jarvis Landry, Jerry Judy, Curtis Samuel. Oh, gosh, but as soon as he comes back, he's going to be hurt again, right? There's better IR stashes, I feel like. So, Jeff Wilson, there's just too many mouths to feed, right? Like, no, I wouldn't personally. I wouldn't do that. And I had that question I had on Instagram earlier about Bateman, Rashad Bateman, a good IR stash. Also, I think probably not. Man, there's some good IR. Man, I'm discovering some things here. I didn't realize that there were some good players out here. Is my IR available? Am I using that for somebody already? Oh, I'm using it for Michael Thomas. That's a good IR stash. See. 14-person league is the only one I was thinking of doing it. 14 team. Yeah. That means you're not going to have many other players available to do an IR stash. Well, I mean, if you're not using your IR spot for anyone else, then it doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt to have him. If there's no other, like if there were other IR stash options and we're picking it between a couple of them, then now we might have a conversation. If you have an injured player and you're like, is it worth keeping them in my IR spot or switching to Jeff Wilson? But if Jeff Wilson's out there, your IR spot's not being used for anything else. What does it hurt? It doesn't hurt anything to just stash him there, So, yeah, I feel like that's an okay move. Like, is he worth it? We don't know. I mean, we really don't know, right? I'm saying probably not, but we don't know. It's all a guess, and it's a 14-person league, so options are probably low. Why not? Yeah. Man, yeah, I can't go pick up some of these IR players, so that kind of hurts. This is tempting to pick. Like, I've got Justin Jefferson, Calvin. Really, there's no way I'm putting in Devontae Smith or DJ Moore, even though that's really tempting, guys. Justin Jefferson or DJ Moore, Houston. Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question, Josh. I have a question for you. How about that? Is anyone else in here? Who else is on here? I'm going to ask a question. I need an answer. Justin Jefferson against Seattle or DJ Moore at Houston? Go. Tell me. Who do I do? Do I start Jefferson or DJ Moore? Yeah, that's the question I have. Justin Jefferson, 28th ranked wide receiver in this league. DJ Moore, 18th. Oh, why'd you have to say that? Likes Moore a lot this week. Oh, I was afraid of that because that's what I'm looking at too. And let's be honest here, like it shows the opponent rank here at 8 at Houston, right? And then over here it shows Justin Jefferson playing the 13th. Okay, take that as you will. Like, are people just running the ball against Houston so they're not getting like passed on a lot? That's my guess, right? Dang it, dude. Yeah, I think you're right. I think I'm gonna do it. I think we're going DJ Moore. Yeah, they're both getting crazy targets. I agree, but DJ Moore is definitely the wide receiver there. Justin Jefferson is all of a sudden having to worry about two other guys, Thielen and Osborne. Man, Justin Jefferson getting hurt there. So, I think you're right. I think I have to go DJ Moore there. You confirmed my fears and my worries, and you talked me into it, Josh. Shame on you. Shame on you. And thank you at the same time. So, I think you're right. Okay, let's see. You wanted me to do. Oh, what's up, JV Show? How's it going, Johnny? My main man Johnny up in Canada, joining us on the Fantasy Football Network on Sundays. I see you, man. All right, let's see. You Josh said Jefferson could have a higher chance to boom, but Moore has a solid floor. I tend to agree. Actually, I think DJ Moore could really boom. Honestly, like against Houston, what's his stat line been? Let's just look. Oh man, why'd they change their that's not what I wanted. Oh, here's more what I want. The game log. See me, he has 17.9 points. That's pretty good. Let's look up Jefferson here. I mean, he's not doing bad. Okay. He's doing good still, but 10 targets. What's DJ Moore targets looking like? Jefferson had 9 and 10. DJ Moore getting 8 and 11. Even. Oh my gosh. Guys, why are they making this so hard? Okay, I got a question from JV Show here over here on Instagram. Are you starting Patterson in any leagues? I'm seriously debating starting him over Davis. I think I picked up Patterson in one league. Honestly, like, and they're playing against the Giants this week. I don't know if I can start Patterson over Davis yet, but I'm annoyed. I'm so annoyed that that's even a question. Not annoyed at you for asking a question. I'm just annoyed that has to be a question after all the hype on Davis this offseason, right? And now Cordero Patterson, who's been insignificant, is now just interrupting everything I had hoped and dreamed of and thought was going to happen. So, no, I don't think I'm starting him over Davis, but I don't think I'm starting Davis if I have the choice either. I don't think I'm starting either of them. But if you have to pick between two, I think I'm still going with Davis there for one more week. And then if it happens again this week where Patterson just looks like he's taking over that backfield, which will piss me off, then maybe that's a whole different answer I have for you next week. But I don't blame you for debating that at all. So Kevin on here, piggy bank picks. Yeah, I agree. Moore was a good pickup. God. Yep. I agree. Let's see. I know that there was a quarterback question up here from Josh. Let's see. Oh, Derek Carr, Daniel Jones, Tannehill. Rank them for this week. Ooh. Ooh. Well, I get piggy bank picks in here too, so this could be no pressure. No pressure. Let me see who people are playing. Daniel Jones, Atlanta. Okay, Tannehill, Indianapolis. Okay, and Derek Carr against Miami. Okay, so here's my deal with Derek Carr. This means that I have to believe in Derek Carr, right? But Derek Carr is doing pretty good, which is kind of annoying. Because who saw that coming? No offense, Derek, but no one saw that coming. Let's see what his points look like. 28 points twice in a row. Let's just see how that compares to like Daniel Jones. 23 and 31. Okay. Let's see how terrible Tannehill has been. How disappointing, right? 16 and 14. Ugh. What a disappointment. This week, though, against Miami. Ooh, boy. Did you throw that against me? Honestly, I think I have to go with Derek Carr. And then I think I'm going Derek Carr at the top of those. Like he plays. Man, he's been playing so good, right? Like, how annoying is that? So I think I'm gonna go Derek Carr, Ryan Tannehill, and Daniel Jones just because I don't like Daniel Jones. I don't trust him in any situation. So, I think that's what I'm going with. Yeah. Oh. And can you only roster two or Carr's on the waivers for me? I have Tannehill and Jones on my team. Oh. So would you have to drop one of them? Might have to drop Jones for Carr. Yeah, and honestly, that's probably a better long term. Anyway, like Daniel Jones is, I just, you know, I just don't trust Daniel Jones to ever start on any of my fantasy teams unless it's DFS and he is a good buy on a week like this against Atlanta. But again, I think that they're going to use Barkley more and work Barkley in more this week. So I think Barkley is going to take a little bit away from that this week. So I think we're looking at Daniel Jones against Atlanta, and we're like, what a great matchup, right? But also, what a good matchup for Barkley to be able to take a chance. Hey, what's up, analyst? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, I think so. I think a fantasy football analyst over here on Instagram. I think they start giving Barkley just a little bit more. I think Barkley, even if he doesn't get more, he does better with what he has, right? So I think they're gonna maybe try to work him a little bit more because they're playing against Atlanta, and they need to worry about getting Barkley going more than they need to worry about Daniel Jones going. So getting him going because he's already going. As good as Daniel Jones can go, Daniel Jones is going. No high expectations for that guy. So let's see. The number 4 rank on Jones' name was the reason I got him. Yeah, I just don't trust that guy. Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you there. I mean, that's tough. It's tempting. It's a tempting thing for sure. So yeah, I have Barkley on that same team. Didn't even consider that. Yeah, and again, it's a gut feeling. No one knows, right? And it depends on how game script goes. But honestly, who's not just sitting there beating up on Atlanta? It feels like at the moment, everyone's just getting to beat up on them. They're not looking good. So I feel like the game plan just might be run more a little bit too. So I think especially if you already have Barkley there, I think maybe go with that. Let's see. Yeah, analyst, this is a great point. Analyst says, how much wicked woodchuck, chuck woodchuck, could chuck wood? I probably said it faster than he typed it, but I was probably more efficient than Daniel Jones is at scoring you fantasy points week in and week out. So, and I can say that pretty quick. So, yeah, I think Barkley is a decent play there this week, and I think they try to get him going. So, yeah, that's what I got there. Let's see. Josh, let's see if I got any questions back at you. Oh, hey, while I got you, analyst, let's see what you think on this. I threw a question back at the viewers. The question was, as my wide receiver, and this is an 8-team league, so this is why I have these kind of wide receivers to choose from. But DJ Moore or Justin Jefferson this week? Jefferson against Seattle or DJ Moore at Houston? Which one is the better play? That's the issue I'm facing for my lineup this week. 8-team league. I can make the wrong call here and probably still win because my team is just kick ass. If I'm being completely honest, I made a good trade. Oh my God, Josh, you're not going to believe what analyst just told me. He said Jefferson against Seattle. Oh my gosh, just confusing the situation even more. See, we both thought DJ Moore. We said DJ Moore. He's playing Houston. And Justin Jefferson's fighting with Osborne and Thielen right now for these points, these fantasy points. But he's still producing some fantasy points. So let's not get that wrong either. He's getting the same amount of targets as DJ Moore. Oh no. I just lost connection. I was getting good advice. Well, questionable advice from fantasy football analyst. Can't go wrong, I feel like. But if you're going to be pissed when Moore goes off, I agree. Yeah, it's that prime time. And it's tomorrow. I got to make my decision before the weekend. I agree. How did I get disconnected from Instagram right in the middle? It's like I'm snubbing a newborn right now. That dang commercial. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, you're right, Josh. I will be pissed when DJ Moore goes off and we sit there and I'm sitting there watching and be like, Josh told me so. Freaking analyst talked me out of it and Josh told me. And that's going to make me mad. You're right. I will be less angry with Justin Jefferson going off. So I think you're right. I think for my own sanity. And then if DJ Moore busts, I can be like, freaking analyst. He's the expert, gotta know. But damn it, I can't even reconnect. I can't even reconnect over here with analyst. So I kicked analyst off apparently. There we go. I'm back on. That was annoying. I lost him. See, he just sprinkled his knowledge and then I kicked him out by accident, by a bad connection. That was cool. So yeah, I'll blame one of you guys either way. It's not my fault of who was in my lineup. It's either your fault, Josh, or your fault, analyst. So just know that it's on you guys' shoulders. Let's see what my matchup looks like in there this week. I'm playing Kyle. I'm playing my brother. Oh, okay. So if he's watching this, dude, go for it, Josh. I'll answer whatever questions you got, man. Projected total and projected to beat Kyle. That's good. And that's with putting in a lower projection. So that's good. Oh, he's got Allen Robinson. Worried about Allen Robinson this week. Ooh, I hate that Lamar Jackson plays Detroit. Dude, he's going to rack up some points. Luckily, Kyle has Clyde Edwards-Helaire, and I do not have faith in him. So that's good. Okay. Yeah, I'm liking that matchup. All right. What do you got? Oh, you need more questions from me. Okay. Let's see what I got. I feel like I had, those were IDP questions I had earlier. Okay. Well, they weren't really questions. I was just trying to set a lineup. Let's see. Okay. Oh, the tides have turned, Josh. The tides have turned. And now, dude, this is the longest stream we've ever done for BoomBust. I'm pretty sure 2 hours and 10 minutes. Maybe we did a live draft for a dynasty league on here, but this is the longest, and I'm going solo tonight. Usually not solo. Usually it's me and Kyle. So this is fun. Let me see. What am I on here? Let me see if I have more questions. Oh, this one's easy because my bench sucks. So that's an easy one. That's a horrible bench. I'm not playing anyone off my bench there. I don't want to be playing people on my actual roster there. Okay, let's see. So I'm playing Jalen Waddle. I'm playing Pitts in my flex because of all my players, that's probably the best. So Jalen Waddle, Darnell Mooney, or Zach Pascal. Tennessee, Cleveland, and Las Vegas. So the only thing is, if Tua's out, that's what worries me about Waddle, right? Because otherwise, I think that's pretty easy. I mean, Callaway, yeah. Oh, God is right. Yeah, that's a tough call, right? Or Callaway, who was supposed to be some big deal, and then all of a sudden fell off the face of the earth. Maybe the earth is flat. Maybe it's flat after all. And maybe he just fell right off the edge. I'm almost convinced that Marquez Callaway walked off the edge of the earth. I don't know where he went. So yeah, see, I can. Yeah, Tua's out. I think they said he may have even. Was he the one that said maybe broken rib? So he's probably out a week or two, maybe a week. I know players that play with broken ribs, but sit to it if you're smart there. But Miami's not smart, so what do I know? Jalen Waddle, Marquez Callaway, Darnell Mooney, or Zach Pascal. I don't think Callaway's a drop yet. No, let's not get crazy. Have I dropped him in at least one league? Yes. Fuller changes a little bit. I agree. So here's my thing on that. Waddle has some good chemistry there with Tua. And so I don't think that Fuller would hurt that. I think Fuller would maybe open things up just even a little bit more for Waddle. Problem is, they're starting all over with another quarterback, so none of that matters. That chemistry that Waddle has with Tua doesn't matter at all. So yeah, I think that's a muddy situation. We don't know what that's going to look like yet, and that worries me. Same going down here with Darnell Mooney. That worries me, right? Because that quarterback situation is also iffy. At the moment, that could be a short iffy for sure. That could change all after this week. We could see one performance from Josh Fields and be like, start them all. Start Allen Robinson. Start Mooney. Yeah, start the cheerleader at wide receiver. It doesn't matter. Start them all because Josh Fields is that good. Yeah, I'm a Bears fan, so I would be worried of starting Mooney. Yeah, I'm not starting Mooney, I don't think. Honestly, I think Zach Pascal is my best start here, if I'm being completely honest. He's producing kind of the best right now, which is, God, sad, right? Like 18, 11.5, not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, no, yeah. Honestly, it's 4 bad quarterback situations because Jameis Winston is playing against Marquez Callaway. No, I mean, Winston tosses the ball. He does. He slings it. He's a slinger. But Pascal is playing also against Tennessee, who has not looked good against the pass so far this year. But you're right. It's their backup, which I think we said was Eason. Is that who we said was the backup there? Holy crap. What do you think, man? Who you going with on that? I'm having a hard time. I'm having a really hard time, honestly. So, and someone else just popped in here too. I need to know. Jalen Waddle, Marquez Callaway, Darnell Mooney, Zach Pascal. These are crappy situations. Someone else in the chat here. I swear someone popped up. My number went up on on viewers, so I was hoping someone else popped in. Okay. Keep Waddle. Yeah, I agree. I'm between Waddle and Pascal. You're not helping me, Josh. You're just making me. You're reassuring every thought that I have without knowing it. You're not doing it on purpose. It's just you're saying everything I'm thinking internally, and it's not great. Yeah, that's who I'm between two. And honestly, I think I'm going Waddle as well, just because I think he just. Let's see. What do they say here? Well, given the last scrimmage moves that playmakers give an average. Yeah, I think I just like his raw talent a little bit more. Gosh, he did not perform last week. They were playing Buffalo, though. They're playing at Las Vegas. Maybe I should watch this. Can any Dolphins player be trusted in week 3? Trusted is a strong word. Let's see what they say about Pascal. Let's do a little research. Oh yeah, they're saying the same thing. Uncertainty at quarterback. Wonderful. Thanks for the help, guys. Yeah. Not doing great. So yeah, I think you're right. I think we go with Waddle on this. Yeah, 8 targets is good. I agree. Gross situation. I'm not happy about it. So, screw it. I'm going Waddle. Think you're right. And with that being said, appreciate it. It's getting late for me. I'm gonna go ahead and log off of here. It's been a ton of fun. Appreciate you sticking around. Always love talking some fantasy football. Join us. We'll be doing our pregame Sunday. If you go to fantasyfootball.network/Sunday Central, you can see multiple live pregame shows from many different content creators. Then there's like a Twitter feed over on the side, and right from there you can go right into first game, slate of games, live stream, second slate of games, and then there's Fantasy Football Network has sloppy Sundays after the Sunday night football game. So it's a whole day of fantasy football on there. And yeah, man, join us next week. We can do the same sort of thing. Hit us up on social media, and yeah, we'll see you there. I really appreciate you, Josh, and thanks for your advice too. So, all right, everyone, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week. Bye.